All right, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, I should say. Welcome back to the Brevard Sports Network. A little late start. Managers were a little late getting me the lineups for Game 2, so that's why. So Aubrey Dennis hit a double. Or check that. Fisher hit a double. Perkins is out. Next, now at the plate, Trinity Richards. And top of the ball is caught for strike one. Count is 1-1, 2 outs. Switch sides and weather delay, and that's a popped up. That one could be trouble. It's going to fall. Fisher headed home, and that'll be an RBI single for Trinity Richards. Isabella Jordan next up to bat. Great job there by Trinity Richards to get up under that one. Again, folks, I apologize for the late start. And there's a dribbler back over to the pitcher. Over to first for out number 3. So, Port St. Lucie gets 1 run in here in the first. We head to the bottom of the first with your score. Port St. Lucie 1, Beachside 0. All right, folks, welcome back. Again, I do apologize for the late start. We missed the first 2 outs. The managers were a little late getting me the lineups, and so I want to make sure I get the lineups down in the book for the most part, so that way I can bring you the rest of this broadcast in professional fashion. So, PSL scores 1 on the RBI single from Trinity Richards. Ava Fisher getting on with a leadoff double, and Port St. Lucie takes a 1-0 lead. These weather delays, I was here under the tent trying to make sure the equipment stayed dry. All right, here we go. In the circle for Port St. Lucie is Diana Savadro, and her battery mate is Ava Perkins. Due up next in the scheduled this half inning for Beachside, Peyton Bauer, the catcher, Reagan Williams, the third baseman, and Natalie Betts, the shortstop, due up for Beachside. All right, I think we got this under control. I think we're back ready. I'm ready to deliver a professional broadcast to you and yours who have joined us on this wonderful Saturday. Game number 2. Savadro. First pitch is ball 1, rolling in the mud. Look, I give credit to Ken O'Neill and Ryan Tenike. Those two did a great job getting this field back in playing order for game number 2 here. They did a great job in game number 1, getting the field ready. They were here till about, I was told, midnight last night, getting the field ready, and then they got the field ready again to play for game number 2 after this rain delay. Pitch in there for strike one. Count is 3-1 to Peyton Bauer. Again, game number 2. That one high for ball 4. And Beachside getting their leadoff runner here on first base. Next is Reagan Williams. As you continue to hear thunder in the distance. Williams lets that one go by. And Bauer will take second on the pass ball. So ball 1, runner at second, no outs. And there's a chopper over to second, to first. There's a great stretch and a snag for out number 1. But Peyton Bauer will advance to third. Be a 4-3. And Natalie Betts is next at the dish. She had herself a nice little game. Walked a couple of times. And there is Bauer being walked back to third. Betts awaits the 1-0. And Bauer playing it very conservatively here. That one high for ball 3. PSL won 12-7 in game number 1. Looking to close it out here. This one popped up and just misses foul. Diana Savadro. That one bounced off the catcher for a walk. And Bauer awaits and says, nope, I'll just sit here at third. And Betts, taking second, beats the throw. And on the throw down to second, Bauer scores, and Bauer gets the first score of the game. 1-0. Or 1-1, we're all tied up. Betts beats the throw to second on the walk. Sorry about that all right. So it's tied up 1-1. I will fix the score here. All right. And there's a bunt attempt. Bunt will be tipped foul. Get a heck of a storm here. There's the pitch. Bunt attempt again. And now Betts will get to third on the pass ball. So Beachside threatening quickly. And there's a bunt fumbled by the pitcher. And that'll score a run. So Kraus with the bunt. That advances to first. And Beachside now takes a 2-1 lead. Next up at the plate, Gianna Ciarino. Swing and a miss for strike one. Count is 1-1, 1 out, 1 on for Beachside. Looking to force a game 3 tomorrow. Fisher up over to first, and that one was lost. And that one's not going to be handled well. Throwing the ball around. And Kraus will come all the way on the 2 errant throws. Ciarino makes it all the way to third. And it's now 3-2, Beachside. That one rolls in the dirt for ball 1. Now at the plate, Camille Caravello. Caravello watches that one in. Catcher tries her best to frame it. Perkins tries to frame it, but home plate umpire says not today. Or not this time, I should say. That's in the dirt. 3-0 count. Here comes the sun out of the sky. I promise that's as much singing as I'm going to do. That one she watches in go catch the corner for strike one. Count is 3-1, 1 out. Runner at third. That one bounces in the dirt for a walk. And Beachside starting out with a little momentum here. Scored 3 runs. Runners at the corners. That'll bring up the pitcher for game number 2, Piper Cunningham. Cunningham awaits the first pitch. That one high for, and the catcher is going to let Caravello take second. That one's low and in the dirt for ball 2. That one also in the dirt, ball 3, 3-0 count. That one in there for strike one. Three and one, 1 out. Runners at second and third. That one gets by. And here she goes to score. Slides in. Under the tag. Safe. She will come in to score. Caravello advances to third. And Cunningham will take first on ball 4. Next up, the extra hitter, Lily Bienis. And Piper fires that one in for strike one. Runner Cunningham will advance on the called strike to second. Runners at second and third, 1 out for Bienis. Yeah. Fires that one. Tried to bunt that one. That's a strike. That was going to get past. Caravello slides in. Safe. And another run's coming in to score. No call made. We're waiting on the call. Coach Kim signaling safe. And that's a second runner scored. Piper Cunningham coming in to score. And it's 5-1. Beachside jumping out with some offense. And that next pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. Count is 2-1. And they're telling her, we need you to slide there. So nobody on and one out. That one's popped up towards me. And Fisher went to make the play. Coach Kim doing her best to get out of Fisher's way. So a big half inning, 5 runs scored by Beachside with 1 out. I missed a run. It's 6-1. Bienis strikes out. That's 2 outs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I missed. So it's 6-1 Beachside. Next up, nope. Everyone thought it was strike 3, but umpire said, nope, come on back here. Count is 2-2, 1 out. That one in the dirt. Count is now full. Fooled me there. Apparently fooled everybody. Everybody thought that was strike 3 after all the eventfulness that has happened. Cunningham fires. That now turns into a walk. I need to erase that K because that was not a K, that was a walk. Thalia Joseph comes up to bat now. And yes, I will fix the scoreboard. Coming up in the next half inning, Thalia fouls that one back to the screen. So far, the break paying off dividends here for Beachside as they've scored 6 runs here in the bottom of the first. Only 1 out. Cunningham, the 0-1. That one inside for ball 1. That one high for ball 2. 2-1. 1 out. Runner at first. Lily Bienis. That one high for ball 3. 3-1. Hitters count. Piper just trying to rotate that arm and fires that one in there for strike 2. Count is now full. 3-2, 1 out. Throwing the ball around. And no one advances. Joseph awaits the full count. And fouls that one back into the fence. Count will remain full. Fires that one low. And that's ball 4. So Bienis will take second. Joseph will take first. And that'll bring up Zion Sanford. With 1 out, 2 on. And that one gets away. Both runners will advance. Joseph to second. Bienis to third. That one swung at high for strike one. Count is 1-1. Manager coming through to ask the umpire a question. And we're going to go to the official score table. They're asking O'Neill. And O'Neill gives, I believe, gives the answer. And Cunningham will step back in the circle. Fires. That one low for ball two. 2-1 with one out. Runners at second and third. Bienes at third. Joseph at second. That one inside. 3-1 the count now. Upstairs, and that'll be a walk. Bases are now loaded, one out. So Sanford gets walked. That's now 1, 2, 3. That's 5 straight walks. And that'll bring up Brooke Terry, center fielder. Terry looking to get on one early. Catches just the underside of that one for strike one. Beachside really looking to blow it open right here. Good back and forth game that eventually was just taken over by Port St. Lucie in game one. That one fouled off. Quickly down 0-2. That one escapes, and they decided not to go. You only got one out. I like it. Keep it conservative. You've scored 6 runs this inning. Yes, the score is 6-1. Bases loaded, one out. You hope Terry can pull one through for you. That one high. Count is now 2-2 with one out. That one low. Count is now 3-2. Cunningham fires. That one's ball 4, and another run will be walked in. That's now 6 straight walks for Piper Cunningham, and coach is going to come out and just have a little talk with her. And look, he's just saying, hey, look, relax, calm down. While they're having that, I'm going to go ahead and they're going to take Piper out. 7-1 here in the first inning. They're going to take Cunningham out, and we're going to have a new pitcher here. As soon as I can get the number. Next up at the plate is going to be Camden Parker. So we're taking the warm-up tosses here, and just sometimes you have one of those innings where it really doesn't go your way, and coach said, I'm going to stop the bleeding here. Trying to get the number, unfortunately. Not able to see it. But here we go with a new pitcher, Camden Parker. And that one's going to go to the backstop. And Joseph is at third base. Thought about it. Here's the pitch. That one's high, 4-2. That one's going to be a slow roller to the backstop. Joseph's going to take off for home. She'll slide in safe, and Joseph will score the 8th run for Beachside Little League. Zion Sanford to third, and Brooke Terry over to second. Camden Parker at the plate. And it's now 8-1. Beachside on top. That one high. That one hits the backstop and rolls backwards. Decided to save it. One out here in the first inning. That one in the dirt. And that'll be a walk. Bases loaded again. And that was a hit. And Bauer, they have gone through the order, back to the top of the order, and Bauer gets a single. And another run scored. It's now 9-1. Reagan Williams back up for the second time this inning. And she'll look at ball one, or strike one. Still only one out in the inning. So the offense has exploded here for Beachside. Terry here at third. Runners on second and third. Count is 1-1, 2 outs. So Peyton was actually called out. She didn't beat the throw. Okay. So there's 2 outs. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 on. And the count is now full. Terry thinking about it. Doesn't go. And that's going to be ball 4. And Terry's going to slide. She makes it home safe. Terry comes home. Parker now to third. And over at second. Wait, then who was out? It's 10-1. And Betts is at the plate. And she will pop this one up. Fisher gets under it, and Fisher makes the catch for out number 3. But not before Beachside Little League scores 10 runs here in the bottom half of the first We head to the top of 2 with your score. Beachside 10, Port St. Lucie 1. All right, we return back to the top of the second inning. Beachside Little League exploded for 10 runs. And, I mean, look, the 6-7 walks in a row definitely don't help your cause if you're Port St. Lucie Little League. But, look, I mean, sometimes you have innings like that. In the lyrics I don't like to use, I don't know who he quotes, but Mama said there'd be days like this. There'd be days like this, Mama said. This wind really picking up here. Due up this half inning for is Isabella Jordan, Brooklyn Espinal, and Mackenzie Register. Here we go. Check it, it's Espinal. Espinal's starting. Brooklyn Espinal to start the inning. That pitch high for ball 2. So it's Espinal, Mackenzie Register, and Taylor Pellick. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And if you're Port St. Lucie right now, you're just take it easy. You need base runners. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count is now knotted up all at 2-2. And that one's going to be popped up. That one's going to land for a single. And Espinal with a single. Next up, Mackenzie Register. Great swing, and it dropped into a campfire of Beachside Little League. And there's a slapper over to second base. Those high. She had to leave the bag. And she'll beat out the throw. I'll go ahead and give her a hit. And Taylor Pellick. Taylor Pellick comes to the dish. So Espinal takes second. So nobody out, 2 on. And you know what? This is exactly how you respond. You don't try to go for the big hits. Just get on base and do what you need to do. Manufacture some runs. Slowly chip away at this lead. You don't have to get it all back right here. Oh, wait a minute. So there was an out. There was an out at second. So Brooklyn Espinal out at second. And Mackenzie Register will take the bag at second on the pass ball. In there for strike one. Count is 1-1, 1 out. Runner at second. That one high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And 1 on. Mackenzie Register at second base. There's a slap hit bunt. Tried to beat the throw. Safe. And Register will advance to third. Runners on the corners. Taylor Pellick with the hit. That's 3 straight hits. And it's Abby Lane coming to bat. Runners on the corners. And there's a slapper. Over to first for 1. Gets the out, but a run will score as Register comes in to score. Pellick will take second, and it's 2 outs. And Harley Olson comes to the dish. And that one will be slapped over to second, to first, to end the inning. And Beachside only gives up 1 run. And we head to the bottom of inning number 2 with your score. Beachside 10, Port St. Lucie 2. All right, we are back here for the bottom of the second inning. And we now have a number for the new pitcher who took over last half inning. Number 85, Brooklyn Espinal, taking the circle for Port St. Lucie Little League. Due up this half inning will be Lillian Kraus, Gianna Ciorino, and Camille Caravello. Those are the three scheduled for this half inning. Beachside with an 8-run lead. So we will see what Espinal can do in the circle. So Kraus up to the plate. Swing and a miss for strike one. Kraus, last time up, got a single and came all the way around to score. Gets on top of that one for strike two. She foul tips that one into the plate. Quickly down 0-2. That one rolls into the catcher for ball one. That pitch high, count is all evened up now at 2-2. And Kraus back to the pitcher. Espinal, the throw not able to get to first in time, and Espinal will beat out the throw. Or Kraus will beat out the throw. Next up is Gianna Sariano. And that pitch will get away. Kraus will take second. Ciorino. Take that one for ball two. And that one inside. Kraus thought about taking third. Oh, no, that hits her. So she will take first on the HBP. And Caravello comes to the dish. Nobody out, 2 on. As she squares up the bump, pulls back. And Kraus thought about taking third, but then decides the better of it. And a double steal on the pass ball. Both runners will advance. So Kraus at third. Ciorino at second, and that one will be fouled off into foul territory, buzzing some tent heads. That one high for ball one, or ball three. Three and one is the count to Caravello. And she gets a nice hit. That one will drop. And the slide into second. 2 runs will score. And so Camille will get a single and advance on the throw. Next up is Piper Cunningham. There goes the beach. Again, I will change the scoreboard. It is 12-2. Beachside goes back up by 10 with nobody out. That one through the 5-hole, the catcher. And Caravello will advance to third. That one high. Count is 2-1. That one low. Count is now 3-1. Caravello at third, nobody out. Piper Cunningham at the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count is now full. And that one will be a walk. So Cunningham will take first, nobody out. And Piper Cunningham never stopped. She'll take second on the walk. And upon the throw down to second, Caravello comes in to score. So it's now 13-2. Beanis comes to the plate. She'll look at strike 1. Last time up, she was walked. She was one of 7 walks in that first inning. And it's 13-2, Beachside on top. And while they get that back, nobody on, I'm going to go ahead and do the scoreboard. 13-2. And we're back to action. So nobody on, 1 out. And she'll slap that over down the first base line to the first baseman, who steps on it for out number 2. So with 2 outs, nobody on, that'll bring up Thalia Joseph. And Joseph was also walked last inning. And that one in the dirt. That one high. Ball 2. Count is 2-0. 2 outs, nobody on for Joseph. That one in there for strike 2. Check that, strike 1. Count is 3-1. That pitch high. And that'll be a walk. So Joseph will reach on the walk. And Zion Sanford will come on. She was walked and came all the way around last inning. Sanford looked like she wanted that one. She hesitated, but man, she looked like she wanted to put that one somewhere. Pass ball, and Joseph will take second. Sanford at the plate. 1-1, 2 outs, runner on second. And on that pass ball, Joseph will advance to third. That one through the legs of the catcher. Joseph heading for home, slides in, safe. Joseph will score the 14th run for Beachside. And that one called a strike. 3-2. 2 outs, nobody on for Sanford. Sanford swings and strikes out to end the inning. But not before. Beachside sends 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 batters, scoring another 4 runs. We head to the top of inning number 4 with your score. Beachside 14, Port St. Lucie 2. All right, here we are. Huh? No, it's not. Hold on. Nope. No problem. Someone decided to throw a ball at me because didn't like what I said. Nah, I'm kidding. There's a ball that happened to roll up under the wagon, and they were just making sure no extra ball was on the field as people are waving to the camera. All right, so if my bookkeeping is correct, this is Pellick. Pellick slaps that one in between the legs of the second baseman. Or check, this is Abby Lane. Abby Lane with a single in between the legs of the first baseman. Harley Olson. Okay, nope, that was Savadro who had the single. And went to throw Savadro at second. So, all right, that's not that. So, Savadro with a hit. She advances to second. Currently at the dish now is Aubrey Dennis. See, I told you. There's a reason Alan doesn't have me do all the paperwork. Some, just not all. All right, but now we're back on track. This is Aubrey Dennis at the plate. Savadro at second. And what a catch! And there's a double play! Beachside with the double play. First the catch. That's Lillian Krause with the double play with the catch, and then decided to take it herself over to second. And there's already 2 outs. Next up is Fisher. And Fisher gets it single out to left field. So Avea Fisher with 2 hits on the day. She's at first. Pitch high for ball 1. Now at the plate, Ava Perkins. That's high, and Fisher's going to take off for second. So with 2 outs, Fisher now advances to second on the stolen base. Perkins pops that one up. It's called, and there's the out for out number 3. Perkins will fly out to first to end the inning. We head to the bottom of inning number 3 with your score, Beachside 14, Port St. Lucie 2. All right, so we head to the bottom of the 3rd here, and I will tell you who's due up this inning. And we got a new pitcher on the mound for Port St. Lucie. It's number 23. That's Isabella Jordan. who had a phenomenal game last game. Had 2 big catches out in left field. One of them, which I believe was a turning point of the game. And so she's a new pitcher. Due up this inning for Beachside, Brooke Terry, Camden Parker, and then back to the top of the lineup for Peyton Bauer. And there's the lightning alarm. Wait, so we just got the lightning alarm for the all clear. Okay, so that's the all clear signal, I guess. And I guess because Little League rules and that lightning alarm's rules are completely different of how far they allow lightning. So the officials and everyone brought Little League back because within Little League, I believe it's only 8 miles. I could be wrong on that. But if there's lightning within a certain amount, they can bring them out. And so they did. So that horn meant nothing to us. Just confirms that there's no lightning in the area within whatever that system's radius is. Brooke Terry up to start the 3rd inning. She'll be the first one facing new pitcher Isabel Jordan. That one high for ball 1. Now I will say, if Beachside can score 3 more here in this inning, that will be the end of game. Had that confirmed by the umpires. That's high for ball 3. This is what you do if you're Beachside. You make them throw strikes, give you something to hit. She waits and looks at strike 1. And that's going to be ball 4. So Brooke Terry on the walk. That'll bring up Camden Parker. And that'll be strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count is quickly 0-2 on Parker. And Jordan coming in. That's high, and that'll bounce off the catcher's mitt. Terry will take second on the pass ball. Jordan. And that'll be a strikeout. Strikeout looking for Jordan. And that'll bring us back to the top of the lineup with Peyton Bauer. And Bauer looks at strike 1. And that'll be a slapper up the middle. Over to first. Makes the catch. Safe at home. So a sacrifice. Terry goes all the way. Bauer with the sacrifice. And that'll bring up Reagan Williams with 2 outs. Swing and a miss for strike one. That ball high up in the atmosphere. That pitch. That pitch is ball one. That one outside, or inside for ball three. Count is 3-1, 2 outs. Nobody on. Reagan Williams. That one high, and that'll be ball four, and Reagan will take the walk. That'll bring up Natalie Betts. Last time Betts was up, she was walked. Swing and a miss for strike one. That's high. And the count is 1-1. That one missed for ball two. Port St. Lucie. Over to first. They got her in a pickle. That one's thrown into center field. And Reagan Williams caught a lucky break there. So she'll advance to second. And Betts awaits at the plate. That one high. She'll take first base on the walk. And Lillian Krause, who is 2 for 2 on the day, has come around and scored twice. She is 2 for 2, both of them singles. And she goes to bunt, doesn't pull back. But Williams will advance to, oh, okay, she didn't realize it was foul. I didn't see when she took off. So she's sent back to second. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. That one high. And both runners will remain at first and second. Swing and a miss for strike two. Count is 1-2. Runners at first and second. 2 outs. Port St. Lucie trying to avoid ending the game this inning. Deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Can Isabella Jordan get him out of the inning and let them live to play another one? That one high. That's ball 3, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Swing and a miss. And that will end the inning. So we live to play one more inning. Krause on the strikeout. We head to the top of inning number 4 with your score. Beachside 15, Little Port St. Lucie 2. All right. So we're back here at the top of the fourth. Now at the plate, number 15. Trinity Richards, as she looks at strike one. Ball one. Count is 1-1 here. That one's high for ball two. 2-1 to Trinity Richards. And she's going to hit a rocket. That one out to center field. And she'll get the single. Trinity Richards. She's 2 for 2 today. 2 singles. Savadro. There's Bauer down to second. Could not get the tag applied in time. Stolen base by Trinity Richards. Isabella Jordan at the plate. Awaits the 0-1. That one's popped up. Williams can't come down with it. And that'll go down. That one got popped up. And so now with 2 on, nobody out. Next comes on Brooklyn Espinal. Espinal trying to get a piece of that one. Ready to take it somewhere. But it falls harmlessly for strike one. Savadro doing an excellent job on the mound. She's got good defense behind her. Swing and a miss for strike two. Count is 1-2. We'd like to thank friends and families of Beachside Little League for sponsoring today's games, both of them. Swing back into the fence. Now, should the score hold, we will come back tomorrow for game 3. That'll be tomorrow morning in the championship game. That ball in the dirt for ball 2. Count is 2-2, nobody out, 2 on. Espinal awaits the 2-2. Swings, and she'll swing that one foul. I'll tell you, during that rain delay, it just seems like Beachside went in, made the adjustments. They took that time, took a breather, rehydrated, ready to go. And they came out and exploded this game. And there's a pop-up. That one's out of play. Count remains 2-2. And there's a slapper down the third base line. Tags third, gets the lead runner for out number 1. Richards will be stopped at third. Jordan will take second, and Espinal will take first on the fielder's choice. Next up to bat, Mackenzie Register. 1 out, 2 on. And she slaps that one into the outfield. 1 run's going to score. And Isabella Jordan comes in to score. Brooklyn Espinal will take second. Mackenzie will get the hit. And she's 2 for 2 today with an RBI. That one high. The pitch. That one in there. Count is 1-1. 1 out. Runners at second and third. Espinal at third. That pitch inside for count of 2-1. Espinal is at third. Register at second. Savadro working with Bauer. And that was apparently 3-1. So bases are loaded. And Taylor Pellick comes to bat. And Pellick has the opportunity to keep Port St. Lucie alive for another inning. And they're going to send the runner. Tag for the out. Savadro with the tag out at home. 2 outs. Port St. Lucie down to potentially their final out. In there for strike 1. Count is 1-1. Could we be heading for a Game 3 championship game tomorrow? Swing, foul tip. Back to the fence. 1-2. Down to their final strike. Can Savadro shut it down right here? Strike 3! And that will end the game, ladies and gentlemen. We have Game 3 tomorrow morning. Keep it posted here to the Brevard Sports Network for information on Game 3 tomorrow morning between Beachside and Port St. Lucie. Both teams come out with victories today. Both teams with victories. That's the first game a little closer, but Beachside played their hearts out to force a Game 3. I will be on the call for Game 3 tomorrow morning, championship game. Find out when and where that will take place, I believe right here at Max Rhodes Park, pending weather. So, your final score, Beachside 15, Port St. Lucie 3 of game number 2. If you like soccer, stay tuned for USL2 Soccer, the Brevard SC taking on Swan City FC. I'm Caleb Brown. Thank you again to our broadcast sponsors, the friends and families of Beachside Little League, for the sponsorship of this tournament. We'll see you tomorrow morning for Game 3 right here on the Brevard Sports Network.